Hi everybody in EDU 131. We are definitely down here in the home stretch. Wanted to touch base with you on a few of these last end of the semester technicalities, talk to you a little bit about extra credit and submitting your traveling suitcase assignment to me. So let's start with the task list for Module 4, which you're currently in. I just finished grading the Module 4 journal, which was due yesterday, the 25th of April, and the grades and lots of detailed feedback are posted for you. You'll see that right here, Module 4 journal was due the 25th. Your next due date is May 2nd, the traveling suitcase. That is a really, really big assignment. And I'm going to talk to you in just a minute about submitting that to me. And I want you to see here in the task list, though, that I added in the optional extra credit, which I had mentioned to several of you and also put it in an announcement as well, that it is optional. And it is, several of you had either missed an assignment and I did not give you the chance if it was more than 5 days late to go in there and make it up. So this is it. This is how you can earn back points that you missed throughout the semester. It is due May 6th if you choose to do it, and just like any other assignment in the course, it would be due by midnight on May 6th. It is worth 25 points, so if you missed one of the quizzes that closed on you or one of the smaller module forums or something like that, this is worth the same amount of points. So all of you who I promised and said, trust me, I'll give you an extra credit that'll be equivalent, this is it. If you do not need it, do not at all feel like you have to do it. So again, optional, I am sincere with that. So I just kind of wanted to show you there in the task list what we had left. You have the traveling suitcase, May 2nd. You have this optional assignment if you choose to do it May 6th. And then your final exam is going to be open from May 4th through May 7th. And that, of course, you know, was just like any of your other tests that you've been taking on Moodle. All assignments are due by 11:59. Nothing late at this point, by the way. A lot of times, you know, I give the 5-day after the due date. That's not the case with this optional extra credit because we are right down there to the wire with getting things turned in and me being able to grade them in time to get grades turned in. So again, I want to emphasize to you, you cannot turn the May 6th optional extra credit in 5 days late. That it will not be accepted. So that is a true hard deadline for the extra credit. All right, so jumping back out of this, back into just Module 4 in general, I want to show you where a few things are. So you've been already working in Module 4, but I have gone in at this point, and here under the traveling suitcase where you can submit it is where I've added the extra credit. But before we go into that, let's talk about submitting your traveling suitcase. I have found that most students do not do a good job of videoing or photographing their traveling suitcase to the extent they need to get full credit for the hard work that they've put into their traveling suitcase. So for that reason, I encourage you to highly consider bringing me your traveling suitcase to grade. I'm perfectly okay with you videoing it and photographing it, but if you do, you need to take very, very detailed photographs and video. So let me give you an example. Any documents, so your letters, your surveys, your data sheet, all of that should be Microsoft Word documents, not photographs of those things, but the actual Microsoft Word document that you upload. And then you should have a video of the suitcase, and you should have the entire container, whatever you're using. It should be nice and clear. I should be able to see what it's made of, how it's decorated. You should show me how it opens. You should pull out each piece. I should see every angle of each piece. Now, if you are either not able or not prepared to do to that extent, then you should bring it to me so that you can get a grade, because I cannot grade what I cannot see. So again, if you just take a picture of a box that you don't open up, show me everything, I can't tell if it looks appropriate, I can't tell about the weight, I can't tell how the child would carry it, then I can't very well grade you on those aspects, which are all part of the rubric. So again, either do a very, very good job taking pictures or videoing, or bring it to me in person and leave it here for me to grade. It is your choice, and there is no points assigned to if I saw it in person or if you videoed it. But I just find that a lot of times when students take pictures, they do not take detailed enough pictures or videos. So if you're choosing that route, just please take your time and be very, very detailed. Okay, so enough about the traveling suitcase. If you do have any questions, please, please, please be reaching out to me. That due date's coming up on you very quickly. It is a very, very big assignment. The next, last and final thing I want to talk about in this video is the optional extra credit. The assignment guidelines are right here in the course, right under the traveling suitcase and above the final exam. If you click on this Word document right here, it looks like this, and it is the assignment. You can see it's worth 25 points. It talks about going to some hidden bias surveys that are produced by Harvard, and I give you the web link, and what you do is you go to the web link, you acknowledge that you want to participate in their surveys. By the way, they do collect research data from this, so you do have to acknowledge that you're willing to do that. You complete the inventories, they give you some results, and then after you get that, you're going to make some journal entries. That's how you earn the 25 points. So in going to the, I'm sorry, I was trying to bring up the website for you. I'm not doing a good job with it. Here you go. So when you click on the link and the directions, the first page it brings up looks like this. Read this, make sure you really do agree. If you agree, you click on these blue words right here that say, I wish to proceed. If you click on those words, it takes you to this page. Now, I don't think it'll change in the short amount of time between today when I'm making this video, which is April 26th, and when you take it, because we have a really short turnaround time here. But they do update these regularly. A lot of these times they are politically motivated, so sometimes whatever is going on in our society or in the political landscape will impact what kind of bias surveys they have up here. But these are the ones that are up here now. I counted just a few minutes ago. If I counted right, I think there was about 14 of them. So you can see that there are ones about skin tone, presidents, age, religion, Arab Muslim, disability, weight, sexuality, gender, career, weapons, race, gender in regards to science, Asian. So, and they give a little brief description out to the side of each one. To complete this assignment, you need to take at least 2. It takes approximately 10 minutes to take each one of these, so it doesn't take that long. And sometimes, depending on what happens, it might ask you to take one twice. That's happened to me once. It's very interesting. A lot of times you're looking at pictures and they just ask you to pick a picture. They'll put up 2 pictures. You have to favor one of the 2 pictures and pick. Or it'll tell you to pick the picture that you think is, you know, male or something like that. So if you're doing gender, for example. So anyways, it'll give you some directions, show you some pictures, you just pick. It's pretty simple. They ask you to respond quickly so that you don't overthink, and then it'll give you some results. So once you do that, then you'll come back here to the course, and here is a journal. And you'll notice here in the journal that there are 3 questions for you to respond to. And I do point out that this is, just like all of our journals, private between you and I. And I want to know which inventories you took. I want you to summarize your experience. And then I want you to make sure you summarize both experiences because you've taken 2 surveys. So answering the questions in number 2 for each of the inventories that you took. And then in number 3, talking specifically about your results. And again, you've got 2 different results because you've taken 2 different inventories, so you do that for each. So that is where your points are going to come from, is from this reflection that you're going to do in the journal. So that is the extra credit assignment. So hopefully that'll shed some light for you on what we have left, and then as you can see, the only thing after that would be the final. You technically could be taking the final before you do the extra credit, which is fine. That could be as early as the 4th, I believe. So I'm looking at my notes to make sure I've covered everything I wanted to cover. Your Module 4 is graded. Extra credit is up. It is worth 25 points, due midnight May 6th, and we want to be really careful about how we're turning in our traveling suitcase. If we're using photographs or video, we want to make sure they're very, very detailed, but you always have the option to bring the actual physical suitcase to my office. North Building, room 201B is my office, and I'll be happy to take them, and I will send you notification when it is done being graded so you can pick it back up. All right, thanks. If you have any questions about finishing up the semester, just let me know, and I will be glad to help. Have a great day.